And we are live. Guys, welcome to the Natural Effect Podcast. I'm Natch, and today we've got lots to uncover. Happy 2026 to all my people. I hope you guys had a great end of the year, great Christmas period, whether you celebrate it or not. Spent lots of time with your family and loved ones. And yeah, man, let's start 2026 off very strong. Trev, you going to pass me the headphones, or am I banging out without headphones? All right, no problem. So guys, Happy New Year's to Gaten Forever. The Verdant Shrine, Happy New Year's to Andy. Hope everyone's doing well. Shit, man, the count went down a little bit. I'm guessing that little fucker view-botted me I don't know what happened there. But anyway, it is what it is, man. We've got a great stream starting. And guys, we've got a lot to uncover. As you guys saw, we went into Venezuela, we bombed Venezuela, and we took Maduro. So we're going to be talking about that for sure. We're going to be talking about the whole UFC, all the UFC news, the latest things that have happened. We're going to talk about the Anthony Joshua situation and Andrew Tate fighting, which I actually have to write that down. I haven't got that on my brief. Ethan, get in your bed. And yeah, we've got lots to uncover, guys. We've got lots to uncover. Within the UFC, we're going to be talking about Bryce Mitchell, how I think he owes Ilya an apology. We're going to be talking about DC, Daniel Cormier, saying that he would dominate all the light heavyweights right now, which I actually agree with him. We're going to be talking about Alex Pereira becoming a simp, and he's going to be marrying Brian Ortega's ex, Tracy Cortez. We're going to be talking how to start strong in 2026, man. As you guys know, I've been successful in cannabis. I would say I've been successful in a few other avenues, but I'm going to try and give you guys my best advice to start strong in 2026 and how you can conquer life, man. So guys, yeah, let's just get it cracking, man. We've got a long ass stream to get on with. And, we're going to be uncovering a lot of the Venezuela and Maduro situation. I've got a lot to speak about that. It's the same old story again, man. The same playbook by the conservatives. I call them the MAGA-tards now. As you guys know, I'm conservative myself, but I'm America first. I'm a grandpa. I'm Nick Fuentes. I'm fucking America only. I don't deal with all this Zionism and getting paid $7,000 for each post. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, yeah, the world needs Jesus more than ever, for sure, man. Big up Mark, my fellow Greek in the chat. Big up to you, Mark. So, guys, how was your Christmas, man? How was everyone's Christmas? How did you celebrate? What did you do this Christmas? What did you eat? I had an incredible Christmas dinner. Big up to my cousin Andy. Everything from scratch, man. He made us an apple crumble for dessert. But forget the apple crumble. The apple crumble is nice, but kind of basic. Let's just talk about the turkey here, man. That was the best turkey I've ever had. Amazing. We had butternut mash. We had the KO on the side. 2026 looking good in Cyprus already. Big up to Andreas Ilya in the chat. Big Happy New Year to you too, bro. Happy to see you here. I thought you said to me you weren't in Cyprus no more. Did you end up flying back? If so, I don't blame you, man. There's nothing really much in England. Let's be honest, man. Saying that, it doesn't mean that if you don't live in England, you can't go out there and conquer life and do your absolute best and still be grateful for where you are. Because, there's people in third world countries. Let's just be clear right there. So, let me bang on the headphones. Okay, so how was everyone's Christmas? What did everyone eat? Andreas, what did you have? Did you have a suvla, I'm guessing? What did everyone do during Christmas? Did you write down your objectives for next year? Are you ready? Do you have a plan for 2026? Are you just freestyling it like a fucking idiot? So, myself, I've got a lot planned for this year, guys. A lot of plan from every avenue, from financial to personal to mental. Something just happened. Huh? All right, cool. So, let me go back on the chat. Yeah, the chat's gone blank, but I'm guessing it's still going to come through, right? All right, cool. So, guys, yeah, throughout Christmas, I enjoyed myself with my cousin, my loved ones, a few of my pals, smoked lots, ate lots, but I did a lot of planning, man. A lot of big decisions, you know, what to take investments from, what to leave for next year, what to pull out from, what to put my energy into. Like, do I put more energy into cannabis? Do I put more energy into streaming? So, you know, I had a big sit down with myself and a big deep think, and lots of planning, man, for every single month. I've got every single month. In fact, I have every single day and every single week planned out. But I also have month-to-month plans. And I'm going to go hard on the content like I told you guys. I'm going to take a little break from football for the first 4 or 5 months, especially until the World Cup is over. And I'm really going to focus on the cannabis stuff as well, man. I'm going to stop smoking, especially during the day. I'm not going to smoke, even though today I said I'm going to do an undisclosed review. I'm in two minds whether to do it or not. If I do it, I'm probably going to just spark it up, do a quick review and put the joint to the side and probably smoke it later on tonight. I don't want to get buzzing. I want to stay clear-headed and I want to stay focused for 2026, man. I don't have no time or no energy to waste, and I can't afford any slack. So, you know, cannabis is my only negative, I would say, that I'll do in my life. I'm very disciplined in every other avenue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The chats are not coming through. I don't know if no one's chatting, but none of the chats are coming through at all. Yeah, no, it didn't come through. Oh, yo, yeah, sorry, it just come through now. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Talking of foot golf, guys, I wanna get you guys a video up. Christian Vieri. For especially people my age, you know, you should know who Christian Vieri was. He was a great striker for Italy and Juventus. He actually played for more than just Juventus, right? Who did Christian Vieri? I think he played for Inter Milan as well. Let me just check him out. One sec. So Christian Vieri, he played for. Okay, he actually retired in 2009. That was a while ago. So yeah, he played for fucking everyone in Italy, man. He even played for Atletico Madrid, but in Italy he played for Lazio, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus, Fiorentina, Atlanta. Sampdoria. This guy's been around the whole of fucking Italy. He's literally the Italian whore. All right, cool. One sec. Christian Vieri. Foot golf. All right, I'm just trying to get you a video up of Christian Vieri. Yeah. Okay, cool. I got it here. One sec, guys. So, you know, there's loads of trolls that are always trolling me and my fellow foot golfers, trying to make out like the sport is whack and it's really easy to do and anyone can play it. But in fact, it couldn't be further from the truth. I would actually say someone like Lionel Messi would take at least a year, maybe longer than a year, at least 2-3 years before he won a tournament here in America or even in Europe. In fact, I think it would take him 2, 3, 4 years to win a major. Maybe he might not even win a major straight away. Look, foot golf is incredibly hard. I've been great at most sports I've ever played at, you know. I've been a D1 athlete for majority of my life. I played soccer at a high level. I was a good runner. I did long distance running. I'm good at jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty much good at most sports. And when I stepped into foot golf, I thought I was going to conquer it, especially the fact that not everyone looks like an athlete. But guys, it takes a lot of mental mental patience. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of focus. And it's not the type of sport that you can jump into and be great at straight away. It's not like riding a bike. And here is the proof, guys. Christian Vieri, who was one of Italy's top strikers in the 90s and early 2000s, you know, he was a little bit of an Italian whore. He played for everyone like I just went through. He played for Sampdoria, he played for Lazio, he played for Inter Milan, he played for AC Milan, he played for Atlanta. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few as well. But here is a video, guys, of him playing foot golf. And this shows how hard foot golf is. He's taking short putts and he can't even make them. Here is the video, guys. Let me turn on the volume as well. What's that? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here's the video, guys.
Bravo.
Bro, these are like...
No es fácil,
These are the sort of pots that they clown us how it's so easy online. he's missed 4 simple putts, guys. Let's watch it again.
Bravo.
All right, he used his right foot there. So I think he was like getting cocky, right? He thought, yeah, this is easy, use his right foot. He blamed his right foot maybe, I don't know what he's saying in Italian. Now he uses his left foot. Same outcome, misses both. Which again, guys, proves to you what I've been saying, man. This sport is not fucking easy. It is a difficult sport to learn. And, you know, the fact that I've already won a tournament in my first 2-3 years of playing the sport, I'm incredibly proud. And next year, I do want to go and perhaps win a major or at least get top 5 in a major. Okay. And for people who don't know, he's not the only pro footballer to tried foot golf and failed at it. Like, for example, Alan Smith lives in Florida and he enters some of our majors, especially when we're playing in Orlando. Alan Smith's always there. Alan Smith was a number 10 at Alan Smith was a number 10 at Manchester United, man. You know, he was a Leeds legend. He was good at Manchester United, you know. He played for England. And even him, he doesn't get top 5, top 10 finishes. The sport is not easy, guys. Jays, foot golf looks like great fun though. Yeah, bro. It is great fun for sure. He's left-footed though. Yeah, exactly. Art of expression. I'm glad to see you here, bro. Big up Art of Expression, man. Always been a good supporter. And you know what I like about Art of Expression? If he finds something that he disagrees with me at, he'll message me and he'll see my viewpoint on it. And he'll wait for me to like counteract his argument or come against his argument, you know? And he said he's left-footed. Art of Expression, you're right. He's left-footed, but what? His first 2 shots were with his right foot. But then he noticed how hard it was. And then he used his left foot. And then he failed with his left feet. So, his left foot. So, yeah, man. Jose Luis Blanco, my guy in the chat. Come on, man. Jose Luis Blanco, guess what? The Ube just landed and your ting is out, my G. It's off on the way to you. I fucked off the bud for this year. The Art of Expression, good on you, bro. If it makes you feel better and you have more clarity in your mind, then do it, bro. And listen, this is the thing, guys. There's not one cannabis influencer or a guy who owns a cannabis brand who's out there, who exists, who's going to tell you guys what I'm telling you guys. Because I would rather lose my money in my pockets and gain more value for you guys. Yes, guys, cannabis is not for everyone. Does cannabis make you lazy? Yes, it can make you lazy, especially if you don't control it. You definitely have more of a clear mind and more clarity when you're not smoked up. This year, I'm going to knock it on the head for a while as well. And like I said at the beginning, majority of people who own cannabis brands or big cannabis influencers will never tell you to slow down or stop smoking because it's going to affect their pocket. And people only look after themselves. So yeah, guys, I want to see you guys stop smoking more and more, man. Big props to you guys. If you want to smoke, smoke. If you think you can be productive and smoke and keep it controlled and stay on top of things, then that's absolutely fine as well. But if you want to knock it on the head, that's also great too. Right, make sure you write that down. That was a clip right there. Okay, so next up, we're going to go straight onto Arsenal, yeah? Okay, let me read a few of the chats quickly as well. Happy New Year's. Is Finland, Canada, under 22 bronze medal game on at the moment too? Crazy game we had against Sweden yesterday. I'm guessing, okay, under 21s, I'm guessing obviously football, right? Jose Luis Blanco, I'm guessing football, right? Yeah, I expect you guys to beat Canada, even though Finland is a very small country. You know, Sweden's going to be a lot of a harder game, but bro, we can't lose to Canada. Canada's a failed country. All they're good for is maple syrup, literally. And my boy Donny, you know, my favorite Pajit friend. Big up to Donny if he's watching, man. I love Donny. And you guys know, I tease everyone, man. Whether you're a white boy, whether you're black, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Pajit, Greek, Turk. It doesn't matter, man. Everyone gets roasted around here, bro. And we deliver the truth no matter what. Got business plans in place and things are already set up. Christmas, we done all the meats roasted and barbecued. Nice, Andreas, man. Well, you being a Cypriot, bro, I only expect the best of barbecues. He played for bare teams, bro. Yeah, the art of expression. Bro, he even played, he played in Spain. He played for Atletico Madrid as well. Yeah, man, Vieri's been around. Vieri has been around. Look, Vieri could potentially be like the Lily Phillips of football. Talking of Lily Phillips, I was meant to uncover that story a little bit before, but, you know, I might as well touch on it now, seeing as I mentioned her. So, if you guys don't know, you know, Lily... Okay, one sec. Baptized. Okay.
Just a few days ago, Lily Phillips got baptized.
So if you guys don't know who Lily Phillips is, you know, she's one of the most glorified and most promiscuous, biggest 304s on the planet. I would have said Brits, but, you know, she's actually gone way past that. She's the girl that slept with 1,000 guys in a day recently. Proper degenerate, proper, like, disgusting. But you know what? As a fellow Christian, big ups to her. She got baptized, and I hope she changes, guys. I really, truly hope she changes. And this is not like a, you know, like a stunt, like a marketing stunt. However, please, guys, that does not mean you forgive these types of women and go and date these types of women. These types of women, you know, they're not good wives, man. They're never going to be good wives, in my opinion. Can she redeem herself slightly and, you know, turn to God and Jesus and go on the right path in life? Good. Does that mean that you need to take her seriously? Absolutely not. And I hope this is not a marketing stunt. And here's a video of her getting baptized recently. This is the video I'm talking about, guys.
Now, Lily Phillips is known for her quite immoral behavior, being with 1,000 men in one day. But I spoke to Lily Phillips just over a month ago when she came to Australia. I saw her on the streets and a lot of people were surrounding her, wanting photos with her. So I decided, let's go and try and share the message of the gospel with her and talk to her about God.
Do you believe that there's a heaven after we die?
No, not all.
Do you think there's a God?
No.
No, okay.
I do believe in a higher power, but not God.
All right, so like a creator for the universe?
No.
Well, look, I'm not going to go into that clip more, but, you know, let's just hopefully she found God and Jesus and she's on the right path. But like I said, guys, doesn't mean that you need to, you know, forgive women for their past. Yeah, like you can forgive them as a human, but you don't forgive them in like your personal life. All right, cool. So we had a look at Christian Vieri's as well. Yeah, guys. All right, cool. So, one sec. Arsenal FC, man. All right, cool. So, fucking hell, this is fucking annoying. Table. All right, cool. So, guys, what a Christmas period it was for Arsenal. We caught up in goal difference. We extended the lead to 6 points clear over City. And, you know, for me, we had our best performance of the year over the Christmas period. As you guys saw, we went and beat Brighton 2-1. Sorry, Jose Luis Blanco. Hold that, my G. We also went and spanked Aston Villa 4-1, which for me was the best performance so far all year, man. We absolutely dominated that game. I don't even think they had a shot on target before they scored their goal. And we were just phenomenal from start to finish in that game. And then recently, we beat Bournemouth 3-2 away, which again, I think was a dominant game. You know, obviously the score doesn't look like that, but they got their second goal quite late in the game. And I still think we played well. And going into January now, Mikel Arteta talking about getting a few more signings. I'm feeling a lot more optimistic, guys. And, you know, I want to take it one game at a time, just like Troop said, but it is looking positive. We're in January. We've got a few players coming back. We still got a few injuries, but our team's looking strong. We have depth. We're looking for new signings. We caught up in goal difference. And, you know, there are some tough games going ahead, but I'm feeling optimistic. And, you know, I did a poll today on my Instagram, and majority of people do believe that Arsenal is going to go and lift the Premier League this season. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think that we're going to do it? You think we're going to fumble the bag again? What do you guys think? Ice hockey. Oh, I was going to say, G. Okay, cool. Ice hockey. Do you know what? Jose Luis Blanco, I've always wanted to go watch an ice hockey game, man. In fact, my grower, my partner, he's actually one of my partners and a grower of mine. He actually played ice hockey at a very high level. And he tells me it's like incredible and one of the best feelings to go to a live game. Oh shit, fuck me, 2-1 Canada. Well, bro, isn't Canada like the goats of ice hockey? Like I always cuss off Canada and say that they're a failed country. You know, I do always say that Canada is a failed country, from how progressive they are to the ex-president, prime minister, Trudeau. And, you know, the fact that they don't really stand on business. And they're only mainly known for maple syrup. But they are also known for ice hockey. And outside of that, the only other thing positive I can say about Canada is, you know, my boy Donny, you know, my favorite Pajit, he lives in Canada. And big love to Donny, one of my close friends. And that's the only positive thing I can say about Canada. And they've got a few good foot golfers as well. I'll give them that too. Clip. Write that down. Clip. Canada clip. Because some of the clips I ain't got written down on the paper, so I'm going to forget them. All right, cool. So, yeah, guys, that's my Arsenal wrap-up as well. Let's see one sec who we have. So, Premier League fixtures. Let's see what the fixtures are this week. And this is another news that I just got in because my cousin Andy, who I live with, my best friend, he's a Manchester United fanatic. And, you know, we go back and forth. I always cuss United off, you know, especially growing up. You know, we had a big rivalry growing up. But, yeah, my information from what he told me today is they have sacked their manager and they're looking to replace him with Crystal Palace's manager. Now, I thought Crystal Palace were doing a lot better than they were doing, but my cousin told me they're not doing exactly that great. So is it really a good decision to go get Crystal Palace's manager? I'm not too sure, man. I'm pretty sure there's going to be better candidates out there. But, yeah, let's see who they get. So, Arsenal versus Liverpool next, right? And it's at Arsenal, though. It's at Emirates, yep. Okay, so, yeah, we have a tough game, Arsenal. We have a tough game this week with Liverpool, but I do think that we're going to go and cook them. I think we're going to cook Liverpool. We're playing them on Thursday. On Wednesday, we have some big games on Wednesday as well, though. Here I'm looking. Aston Villa are going away to Crystal Palace, so that might be a little tough one there for Aston Villa. And City are at home to Brighton Albion. So, look, Jose Luis Blanco, you want to do me a favor, my G? You better get your fucking LGBT-friendly team, you know, because, you know, you guys are from Brighton. You better get your boys ready, bro, to go and fucking spank fucking Manchester City. Pause. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you guys need to give us a little favor, man. Well, but yeah, going back to the ice hockey, man, yeah, Canada are known for being the best at ice hockey. I'll start smoking break on Wednesday as I'm off to Texas next week and it's only CBD and THCA there. Well, bro, depending on where you are, actually, you told me you're going to be in Dallas. My people don't live in Dallas. But if you happen to go anywhere past like San Antonio or Austin, I do have people there. Forgive, but don't forget. Exactly. Jay's hit it on the nail, man. Forgive, but don't forget. Arsenal doing their thing. Maybe you will even make it this year. Arsenal doing their thing. Maybe you will even make it this year. I hope so, bro. Trilateral talks between Cyprus, Greece, and Israel is a massive L. Yeah, man. AV, you know, that was good to bring up, man. You guys know how passionate I am about Cyprus and Greek. You know, my culture, being a Christian, my food, my music. You know, I'm a very proud Greek Cypriot. But what I saw recently actually disgusted me. The fact that we're trying to build some sort of relationship with Israel and Netanyahu, which we know what's happening, right? They're buying properties in fucking Cyprus like it's no man's business, and in Greece. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they think that, that's going to be their next land. That's what they've been doing, guys. The Greater Israel Project. So the fact that I've seen us, be allies with Israel and the Zionist movement actually make me sick and very angry. And, if everything goes to plan, how I envision it, I'm going to make enough resources. I'm going to go over to Cyprus. I'm going to become prime minister or president of Cyprus, whichever one it is. And I'm going to kick them all out the fucking country. Because there's no way you're coming over, buying up my land, trying to make, some sort of allies, trying to blame Turkey for it. We've been living amongst Turks for years, guys. If people don't actually fucking know, fuck it, I'll expose it here. My grandmother is Turkish Cypriot, yeah? My grandfather is Greek Cypriot. They had my mum, obviously, and my uncles and my aunties. And, Greeks and Turks lived very happily in Cyprus before the war. And even after the war, in London, Greeks and Turks happen to be very similar in culture and get along. So if the fact that Jews are trying to blame Turks and, trying to talk about, oh, don't you want your land back? And, that is a Jewish talking point, because even when I was in the cigar shop and I was brutally getting onto Zionists and Israel and the Jews, there was a Jew in there who actually tried to back himself and said, well, don't you want the other part of Cyprus back? And I said, fuck no, I don't. You really think it's a good idea for me to put my people, my military, put the Greeks and the Cypriots on the land to go war Turkey, who's got one of the biggest militaries in the world, to kill innocent people from both sides, to go and try and get my land back? Absolutely not. Now, if we come to an agreement and they decide to give us our land back and we can live amongst each other, then that's different. But the fact that Israel's trying to come in and trying to play a hero in Greece and Cyprus, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you guys around. We know you guys take a lot of vacations in our country, and simply we don't want you guys. We don't fucking like you guys. Majority of the Greek population, especially the youth, they are more pro-Palestine than they are pro-Israel. So, clip, guys. Clip. Write that one down as well. Canada has all the young guns there. They lost to Chechnya? You mean Czech Republic in semi-finals, right? I'm pretty sure Chechnya doesn't have an ice hockey team, right? I do believe Arsenal will win the league. They can't bully it this year. Surely not. Well, Andreas Ilya, I know you're a fucking yid, so don't try and act like you want us to win, yeah? You want us to fucking lose. All right, cool. LA SoCal has great teams as well. Well, bro, Verdant Shrine. Well, bro, maybe we'll do a squad thing and go watch the ice hockey together, man. Because, that's something I've never done. Big up Wedgies in the chat. Come on. Big up all my guys in the chat. Bro, a lot of my guys who ride with me, they are here in the chat, man. And it's good to see you guys all together. And this year, I'm going to be emailing you guys within this week because I'm going to be building this movement, man. This movement of young men who are trying to be better in every aspect, every avenue, every department, financially, spiritually, mentally, every department. And I saw someone saying, no, this is not pre-recorded, brother. This is all live. We do it live here. And then from here, we take down our clips and we bang out the clips on YouTube and other platforms. And you guys will see, man, the channel's growing. Look, is it booming? Absolutely not. Is it where I want it to be? No. However, I haven't implemented my strategy yet. We just got 15,000 on a short, which we didn't put no advertisement into it. Nothing. Yeah. So look, the channel's growing. We're getting tens of subscribers each day. So guys, let's keep it going, man. Let's see the fire. Nobody wants to talk about politics. Well, Mailbox 710, respectfully, you can suck my dick. And you can get yourself out of it. I'm not going to get you banned. I don't even have mods. But you can decide to take yourself out of it. But you ain't going to come in here and tell me how to run my stream. There's some people in here that prefer sports over politics. There's some people that prefer politics over sports. There's some people here that just want to see the 420 stuff. If you want to see the 420 stuff, it's best you leave the stream and come back later, because I ain't going to be reviewing the bud until the end of the stream. Like you guys know, the stream goes. And we'll be going on Kick, and that's where we'll be talking about the stream. So, respectfully, Mailbox, if you don't like it, you can get out of here, G. Like, I run my stream how I want it to run. Now, if you wanted to come in here and respectfully say, bro, I want to see the undisclosed lemon, I would have told you, bro, you're going to have to wait until the end. You know what I'm saying? But the fact you're coming in here trying to dictate to me, like, let's see the fire, nobody wants to talk about politics. Like, not everyone is a low IQ stoner retard like yourself. Some people do want to talk about other things. Fuck politics. It's all propaganda to harvest your loosh. What's a loosh? Bro. Yeah, get out then, bro. Do you think I give a fuck? You really think I give a fuck, bro? Get out then. Get out. But I talk about real politics. That's the difference. I actually go deeper into things, and I'm going to be talking about how Maduro and the kidnapping of Maduro and Venezuela has close ties with Zionism again. We're not in there for drugs or for elections, and we're going to go deeper into that. So, bro, look, if you don't want to hear about politics, that's fine. You can leave the stream. It's all good. No one's forcing you guys to be here. But I'll run the stream how I want to run the stream, because pretty much everyone in here is very diversified and doesn't have low IQ and just, oh, bro, I just want to see the bud. I just want to see the undisclosed lemon, bro. It's fucking fiend, nerd. And you know what I noticed? A lot of you guys, stoners, are like that. A lot of the guys that fucking watch Drew, fucking nerds, low IQ retards that have nothing else to fucking be interested about other than fucking cannabis. Fucking crazy, man. Fucking insane. Anyway. 2-2. Let's go, Finland. Let's get these fucking Canadians out of there, mate. Yeah? Come on, Finland. Let's go. So, guys, over the Christmas period, I was driving. I was in Tarzana on Ventura. I'm driving. I'm smoking my joint. And, I decided to look up. And from far, I see a flying object. And I'm like, whoa, that's not a bird. But that's not a plane. And I was confused. I was like, bro, have I smoked too much? Like, I know the Nature Boy's Ube, the new thing that's out right now, is strong, And I was like, fuck. I'm up buzzing. And as it got closer, I was like, fuck. There's no way I'm buzzing. I flicked out my phone. As you guys saw on my Instagram, I saw a B-2 stealth bomber right on top of me. And I was like, shit. Are they here because of all the shit I've been talking about Israel? No, but more on a serious note, I was like, what the fuck is a B-2 bomber doing over LA? Like, are we about to go into war? So, I typed it in on Google, B-2 bomber, Los Angeles, and I actually found out that it's a New Year's Day tradition that they do here in LA over the Rose Bowl. It's called the Rose Parade in Pasadena, and they fly a B-2 bomber over the skies. And that's pretty much what I saw going over my head on Ventura Boulevard in Tarzana. And I was like, fucking, what the fuck is going on here? So, yeah, guys. That's my story on the B-2 stealth bomber. Okay, guys, we're going to move on and we're going to talk about Venezuela and Maduro now. So, I'm just going to say it how it is. Conservatives over the age of 40, I call them magatards, are just as bad, if not worse, than libtards. No matter what Trump does, no matter what anything negative that his administration does, these magatards have always got an excuse. And some of them happen to be some of my friends. I have friends that I play foot golf with, they're older, they're conservatives, and no matter what Trump says or any of his administration says, they always back him and they always make excuses for him. And me, I'm an America first guy. I'm a realist. I've come to realize that both sides are controlled by Israel, where the one pushes degeneracy and LGBT-friendly stuff, and the other one's more of a warmonger and, a little bit more conservative, let's say. However, both of them are controlled by them boys. Both of them are paid by AIPAC. And, this time we've gone into Venezuela. We bombed Venezuela. We blamed drugs. We blamed elections. However, The real ones know it had nothing to do with that. It had all to do with Israel and oil, guys. Why? Well, oil, they have the biggest reserves of oil in the world. They also have trillions worth of gold that no one speaks about. Maduro was also very anti-Israel, anti-Zionist. He called them out on a lot of their stuff. Even before, under Chavez. Chavez was very critical of Israel and the Zionist movement. So Venezuela for a while now has been critical of them boys and their movement and has been very pro-Palestine. And the fact that they've tried to do business now with China, with, you know, people that are looked at as our enemies, you know, I see why Trump has done it. Trump has done it as a power move. He wants their oil. And at the same time, it benefits his bosses, Netanyahu, and the rest of the Zionists. And if you don't believe me, Nathaniel Rothschild, who, you know, is one of the central bankers, which, you know, Venezuela is one of the countries who refuse to put a central bank in their country. Now, I can actually give you a list of all the countries that refused a central bank. And it happens to be that having a nuclear weapon is actually a positive thing, because out of the list of all the countries that don't have a central bank, the only country that we haven't attacked is North Korea. I wonder why. Maybe it's because they have nuclear weapons. Now, here is a list of all the countries without central banks, guys. And let me go on X as well. Let me go on X because, oh, damn, it's not signed into my X for some reason. I don't know if... do you have the logins? You should have. I don't know why it's come off it, but anyway. All right, let me try and find it off somewhere else. One sec. Let me come off X then. List of countries without central banks. It's going to be hard without being on X, yeah. All right, cool. Here we have it. All right, cool. So, guys, is this coincidental? In 2000, there were 9 countries without a Rothschild-owned bank. Yeah? Iran, we're going into war with them. Yeah? This is next. This actually has a lot to do with Iran. Venezuela has a lot to do with Iran. I'll explain to you guys in a bit. So, Iran, we're going into war. Iraq, we went into war. Cuba, we threatened them. Syria, we went into war with them. Libya, we went into war with them. Sudan, we went into war with them. Venezuela, we went into war with them now. Afghanistan, we went into war with them. North Korea is the only country that we haven't gone into war with and we haven't threatened. And I wonder why. Yes, guys, it's because they have nuclear weapons. So, is having nuclear weapons actually a good thing for the countries, or is it a bad thing? Let's be honest here. Here, the news are mostly saying that Venezuelan people are happy and there have been no complaints about Trump's actions. Host Luis Blanco, that's far from the truth, bro. In fact, majority of all the videos that are coming out with people talking about how Venezuelans are happy and celebrating, do you know that majority of those videos are AI? Do you know majority of those videos are actually fake? One of those videos was in Miami by a thought celebrating, yeah? Guys, majority of Venezuelans, and you can get the videos up to see, you can go on my X and have a look at all these videos. Majority of the Venezuelans in Venezuela are unhappy about what happened to Maduro. They are not happy with it. And who have they replaced Maduro with? They're going to replace Maduro with a woman who's just like Claudia from Mexico, a Zionist. Well. And you know, Netanyahu is sitting there like, yeah, happy. Because every single war has got oil and Israel written behind it, man. Every single one. Every single one, guys. And this is another thing that Maduro spoke about, which I know Trump didn't like. But he spoke about the US cleaning and laundering loads of Mexican cartel money. Yeah, that's another thing Maduro spoke about, which Trump didn't like. Another thing is, I saw a video, guys. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's a video of Maduro in a van in New York. Watch this. Maduro van, New York. All right, one sec. Where's the van? And this is another thing that I don't get about the Maduro thing. How come they keep letting him like change his outfits and shit? Like my man's meant to be like some.
I just got in a car accident in California. Be honest, am I about to get wrecked harder by insurance than by the crash?
Shut your mouth. All right, here's a video of Maduro arriving in New York. But I want to show the fact that they had him in a van. Yeah, here it is. Guys, they had him in a van. How weird is this? They have him in a van and they're driving around and they open the doors to show off like, yeah, look, we've got Maduro. We've got Maduro. We've got Maduro. Like, how strange is that? Why would they open the van and like show all the people like driving through New York streets? Like, yeah, we've got Maduro. We've got Maduro. That's some weird ass shit. Natch for his New York landing. Yeah, exactly, bro. Wedgie's a legend. Man said he's got the Natch for the New York landing. So, this is another video I wanted to show you guys. Fox News. This. So basically, I'm looking for a video, guys, where there's a reporter and he's on Fox News. Fox News. This is good for Israel. So where is the video, man? Yeah, here it is. Look. They always tell you the truth by accident, guys. Don't you realize they always tell you the truth by accident? Check this out.
Israel, the Venezuelan people, 27 years. If you package together Chavez and Maduro, think about that. 27 years they have had their grip on this country and they systematically destroyed it. And now the opportunity for the Venezuelan people is just nothing short of remarkable.
One sec, let me. All right, listen, guys, listen to it again.
Really great for the Venezuelan people. 27 years, if you package together.
He was about to say it's really good for the Venezuela, but he said it's very good for Israel. That's what that's what he was meant to say, right? The truth always comes out by accident. So, is there anything that I didn't uncover on the Maduro stuff? So yeah, man, look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Trump has been an L. He's been an L. The only positive thing I can say under Trump is that we closed down the borders. That's one positive. And the fact that we have more freedom of speech than when we had under Joe Biden. That's the only two positives I can say about Trump. But within already the first week of 2026, he's already threatened Cuba, Canada. He's bombed Venezuela and kidnapped Maduro. He's threatened Colombia. He's threatened Mexico. And fuck, this guy even threatened Greenland. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It's not looking good for Trump already in 2026, guys. Unfortunately. And this is another funny thing as well. A lot of MAGA tards are coming out and saying, well, bro, Trump only cares about the Venezuelan people and he wants to take down corruption. Then why don't we fucking start with our own country first? Why don't we arrest all the corrupt people in this country, like, you know, the Bill Gates, the Fauci's, the Bill Clintons, the Hillary Clintons, the Nancy Pelosi's, fucking even Trump himself, for fuck's sake, yeah? Why are we not getting onto the corruption in this country like the Epstein list, but we want to help the Venezuelan people? Get the fuck out of it. We don't give a fuck about the Venezuelan people. We care about their oil, and we care about them being critical of Israel. Because Israel owns us, and it's clear to see. And the truth is, the person that we really should have seen get kidnapped from his country, brought here, and being in prison was Netanyahu. That's who the people really wanted to see get arrested, not Maduro. Netanyahu's killed like what 50, 60,000 Palestinians, which that's the only that's verified numbers. We don't even know yet. We don't even know how many people are under the rubble. I would predict more like it's probably around 200 to like 500,000 Palestinians that Netanyahu's killed, and instead we go for Maduro. Make it make sense, man. And look, the real winners from this whole Venezuela thing is Chevron, Israel, defense contractors, and the Rothschilds. And the big losers are us, the American people, and the Venezuelans. That's the truth. Another thing I found out about Maduro as well is that another thing I found out about Maduro as well, that he was against pornography, he was against usury, he was against the LGBT community, he was against feminism, he was against the transgender movement. So, like, you know, this kind of weighs in with what they told us about the Austrian painter, the mustache man, which, you know, is starting to, like, you know, not make sense for me. So, yeah, it's a lot of coping from MAGA-tards. And I even heard MAGA-tards use crazy shit, like saying that Maduro put a hit out on Marco Rubio. Like, bro, are we really meant to, like, believe that shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you guys talking about? You guys come up with every single excuse under the sun. Now they're telling us that fucking Maduro had a hit on Rubio. And, you know, the deep state's idea of liberating a country is what? Building McDonald's there, a central bank, feminism, LGBT-friendly community. Like, that's their way of liberating a country. All right, we've got a Chinaman in here. We've got a little Ling-Ling in here. Layanda. I don't understand your Chinese writing, but I hope you understand everything I say. Why not? Huh? Oh, is it Japanese? Konnichiwa. All right, cool. So, and guys, like I was going to say to you guys before, the Venezuelan situation ties in with what's coming next, which is war with Iran. And you guys are probably thinking, well, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck has Venezuela got to do with Iran? Well, guys. Oh, shit. Side camera not working? All right, well, you guys are probably thinking, how the fuck does Venezuela tie in with Iran? Well, guys, the truth is that Venezuela and Iran had very close ties to each other, right? And we know that... Oh, yeah, go on. I'll let you fix it because it's gone back to that side camera now. And obviously, I'm in the middle of a clip. Oh, nice. It's worked now. Yeah. All right, let me switch it back to main. All right, cool. So, guys, we know that Iran has close ties with Venezuela. If you didn't know that, now you know. They have very close ties. They're big allies with each other. Now, we know for war, you need a lot of oil, right? For war. And, you know, we know that Venezuela gives Iran a lot of their oil, and Iran has a lot of oil themselves, right? Now, we know that Israel wants to start war with Iran again, and we're going to get involved, obviously, and back Israel. Now, when we start that, we don't want Iran to have hardly any oil, obviously. And my predictions is that America is going to try and shut down the, I think it's called the Strait of Hormuz. It's basically the little area that goes, through the UAE all the way up into Iran, right? The little canal. And I'm a rising fighter, MMA record 16-0. What's your name, brother? Leander, what's your name? Big up to you. 16-0 is epic, brother. So I'm guessing you watch my content for UFC content, right? Big up to the brother. We've got a rising fighter who's an MMA record of 16-0 in the chat. He might be capping, but maybe he's not. Leander, what's your Instagram? We want to follow you. The squad want to follow you and support you, brother. Konnichiwa, man. Yeah, Japan over China every single day, brother. And I'm not just saying that because you're in the chat. I've always loved my Japs. I love the culture, and you guys are like a lot more nationalist than, more of a communist country like China. So yeah, big up to my Japanese, Leander. Big up to Leander. Leander, what's your Instagram, brother? Drop your Instagram in the chat. So, look, it's the same playbook as Iraq. Yeah, they blame, mass weapons of mass destruction on us going into Iraq. And we went into Iraq, we killed loads of our military. It cost us trillions of dollars. And we happened to find out that the American government was lying and we were wrong. Now, it's the same playbook as Gaddafi. Yeah, Gaddafi wanted to exchange in gold. He was against the Zionist movement. He actually come out and criticized Israel, saying that they were behind the JFK assassination. And guess what? 18 months later, they killed Gaddafi as well. So this is the same playbook over and over again. And Venezuela is no different, guys. Training with Horigachi at ATT. American Top Team. Okay. What's your name, brother? Leander? Like, can we find you on Instagram, Leander? So yeah, guys, who do you think's worse, libtards or magatards? Because at this rate, man, magatards are catching up with the libtards. Okay, we're gonna move over from politics. So the other day I went into Air One, and I looked around, and everyone was rocking the same kind of new fashion that everyone's wearing these days. This overly baggy trousers, like literally. Everyone's wearing trousers that it looks like they can fit 2 of their legs in there. In fact, 3 or 4 of their legs in there. And they're so baggy, and they're coming over their trainers. You can't even see their trainers. They look like they're gonna trip up over their fucking what's it called? The bottom of your trousers? There's a word for it. Nah. Let me see. Word for bottom of trousers. It's cool, that man. The hem, nah, man. When it's mad baggy, they call it something. I'm pretty sure. What's the word I'm looking for, chat? What the fuck, man? Cuffs. No, I guess people say, but I think it might be flares. That's it. Flares, bro. Flares. That's the word I'm looking for. AV got it there. Flares. Yeah. So yeah, going back to it. So yeah, there's this fashion trend that everyone's got right now. Stepped into Air One. I see everyone wearing it. You can't see their sneakers. You can't see their shoes. Massive flares overlooking like the whole trainer. And yeah, man, I would never be one of those guys. For me, fashion will always be the same. If something comes that I like, I'll wear it. But I like to wear slick clothing, something that's fitted, especially having a decent body as a man. Like this overly baggy thing that everyone's wearing here in America right now. I don't know if it's across the whole world. I'm not going to lie. People look fucking retarded and stupid, and it's fucking ugly. especially both women and men wearing it. Like when I see a woman wearing it, I'm like, ugh, like disgusting, and you're a follower. When I see a man wearing it, I obviously know he's a follower and not a leader, but I'm like, bro, like you look retarded. It looks stupid. You know what I'm saying? You look like an idiot. They look like they're stepping on their trousers with the heel of their trainers going into them like, yeah, exactly, wedgies, exactly. So stupid, man. Now, I don't know if you guys saw recently, but in the red pill space, there's a guy called Clavicular who actually went viral. And they're talking about right now that he might be going to jail, guys. He might be going to jail because I think he might have killed someone, or if he did not kill him, he like, I don't know if this guy's still alive. One second, let me check. Did Clavicular kill someone? I'm guessing he's not dead, this guy, but okay, seriously injuring the person. Okay, I'll show you guys the footage quickly.
How much time did?
All right, one sec, guys, one sec. So in the future, I will have all this pulled up from before, man. So we're just rolling smoothly. Clavicular runs over fan. Yeah, he wasn't a fan. Okay, so guys, this here. Okay, yeah, this one's stuck for some reason as well, you know. Trev, this screen here is stuck for some reason. It's not with the latest thing, just this screen here. So guys, Clavicular is a new guy on the scene in the red pill space. You know, he might not classify himself as a red pillar, but I put all these kind of guys in the same space, same kind of brackets. Same with myself, if you want me to be honest with you. You know, anywhere where you talk about the truth, anywhere where you're delivering elevation, you know, I would say it's part of the red pill space, right? So like I said, Clavicular, new guy in the manosphere. You know, you can call him a red pillar. He talks about looks maxing a lot. And, you know, I happen to agree with a lot of what Clavicular says. I also happen to disagree with a lot of what he says. Not a lot, but a few things that what he says. You know, like, for example, getting like the height operation done and all of that. For me, that's insane. Especially if you're a tall man yourself. I'm 5'10", and I would never get that surgery done, let alone being 6'2" and wanting it done. However, Clavicular had a stalker, you know, who kept, you know, like going round, stream sniping him, throwing drinks on him, being a nuisance in his life, right? And this was his last straw, Clavicular. So here's a video of this guy jumping on Clavicular's car. And here's...
Oh my fucking
Start driving with this guy.
Here's this guy.
Drive.
I'll commentate after. I will watch it again.
Oh my god! You probably just ran him over. Oh my god! Oh my god! Off the car. He was on the car. Oh my god!
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
All right, cool. So look, let me commentate on this quickly. So look, I get it. The guy's a nuisance, yeah? And I hate these kind of people as well. They have nothing to live for. They're always like, you know, trying to drag other people down. However, Clavicular, you need to be able to assess the situation better and be a little bit more calm, brother. In that situation there, I'll be honest with you what I would have done. If I had someone, you know, say for example, when I become one of the biggest streamers out there and I'm doing an IRL out there, and if I had someone literally pestering me and doing this, I would have got out of my car, out of my Tesla, and I would have bitch slapped the guy non-stop for at least 2-3 minutes, literally slap after slap, and I would have made sure that he never ever comes in my presence again. But, you know, running him over and asking if he's dead and saying, hopefully, my G, come on, it's not going to look good. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy gets done for manslaughter. So, look, I hope everything's fine with Clavicular because I don't think, even though he did the wrong thing, I don't think he was in the wrong. You know, I think little peasants like this who go around trying to make people's lives worse kind of deserve the worst. But do they deserve to die? No. But, you know, I would have just beat the shit out of him. I'll be honest with you guys. If you are someone who's going to be a nuisance to me and you think you're going to come in person and make my life worse and you think that I'm not going to lay hands on you, yeah, you're going to have another thing coming. I'm going to lay hands on you. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I would have done personally. So, you know, Clavicular runs him over, you know, says the wrong thing. And, you know, he could be looking at a manslaughter charge. Hopefully not. You know, he's in Florida. Maybe he might be able to get away with it. I know that Aiden Ross has got his lawyers involved, which, you know, he's close with Clavicular. But yeah, this is what I kind of wanted to uncover with Clavicular. Before I leave the Clavicular situation, though, I do want to speak about him and his girlfriend. So this is another thing about Clavicular. You know, he's a good-looking guy. He holds himself pretty well. He's very assertive, especially for his age, and he's very clued up for his age. However, I think he's made a mistake for going for the wrong woman, which, you know, look, guys, he's still young. He's making mistakes, but this woman that he's dating right now, I would say it's definitely a 304 that loves clout and attention. And here's some examples, guys.
You spent meal prepping and cooking last week. And how much did you spend on takeout when you got bored? That's not necessary.
Careful what you wish for.
I'm fine with that. You know, if I fucked up, tell me I fucked up. I want that energy match, you know?
There's a lot of fuck ups.
Yeah, well, you too. You wanna get into our fuck ups? You can get into it.
Don't fucking argue.
And this is the thing already, chat. Like, if you're a man, and clearly Clavicular pays for this girl's lifestyle, right? And he's the leader in the relationships, and he's obviously taking care of her. Like, the fact that this girl is putting herself on the same level as him, already I would have got rid of her. From the moment she said, but, you know, you do some questionable things or trying to, like, combat with him, I would have been like, out of it, get out. I would have instantly got rid of her. Yeah, let's go back to the chat. I'll let it play through and then I'll commentate on it later.
No, I'm serious. You want to get into it? Because, yeah, I got fuck ups with bro.
Trying to argue with him?
You got fuck ups too.
You have fuck ups too.
I don't think we should share, honestly. But if you want to get into it, you can. You want to?
All right. I know I said I'd let it play through, but I just got to commentate on this quickly. Bitch, respectfully, you are a nobody. You are not even special looking, if you want me to be completely honest with you. You're dating a guy who's got a high amount of status right now, a lot of clout. He's obviously doing well financially. He's tall, good looking, young. And you've got the nerve to give him shit when you have no value. You're just any chick. You're a mid chick that has been picked by him. And instead of you being grateful and actually being an asset rather than a liability to his life, you're out here complaining. And, you know, big up to Clavicular for standing his ground and basically telling her.
You're the only fucking bitch in all of the United States that could be in a fucking 50th story penthouse, everything paid for, going to clubs, everything, and still a fucking bitch every second of the day.
Oh,
True.
You think I bitch every second of the day? Well, why don't we share what you did last night so that they can understand why today I was not having
shut
it
the
and
fuck
I wanted
up.
to go home.
Yeah, shut the
let's
fuck
share.
up, bitch.
I don't give a
You want to
fuck.
share with them?
I don't even remember last night
Well, then
or the
share
night
with
before.
them.
Bitch, I don't even remember last
Don't call
night.
me a fucking bitch. I'm gonna get up and leave.
You are a dumb bitch.
Oh, fuck.
You're a dumb 304.
Don't call me that.
I hope
If
Clavicular
become
gets
a
rid of you for the rest of his life because you don't
I
deserve
look
shit.
at money and shit like that. Like, that's the reason that I'm here.
And guys, if you think that's bad, if you guys think that's bad, check this out.
Excuse me, you're reading wrong. Put these on. Show me your book. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Hey. I just want to eat my protein bar, bro.
I don't really know. Yeah, of course. What would I do though? I literally was moving your mouse.
Okay.
One second, I'm trying to find the clip,
What
guys.
would I do? You can hear how yours explains how your first viral video was my mogging to oblivion and that we all met and it was so cute.
Okay, so come watch it.
Same day. You can watch it with your stream.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One sec, guys.
Why am I in a bad mood?
Yeah, why are you in a bad mood? Why are you not doing well?
Being disrespectful.
Bro, it's MLD. Let me coach you on how to find.
I'm in a weird mood. I'm dead sober and
Modern life dating.
Weird little moves, you guys. Where it's like,
yeah,
what did you say?
because it's.
You know, think about it.
I'm in a weird mood.
One sec, man.
No, I'm actually not.
Hey Violet, less talking and more baking cookies,
You need to do
bitch.
some self-reflecting rather than constantly projecting and telling all the time. So like, let's.
Here, you're yelling on. Listen, no, listen.
There's no reason to do that.
I don't know why it's so long.
I'm chill as hell. Guys, like, turn the fuck up.
That can happen.
Modern life dating
Alright,
just
one
tipped
sec, I know what's
$5.
happened.
Hey bro, it's
I must have
MLD.
missed it
I'm
because
The whole time.
Listen.
and this here, guys, is another clip of Clavicula's girl absolutely showing why she's a 304 who absolutely deserves nothing and he needs to get rid of her. So here it is.
Go out. I'm trying to have fun, and you just sit here. And
You're trying to
just
go out
disrespect
and you're trying to go have fun.
We've been
Then
talking
go
about
fucking
that.
do that.
I
Okay.
told you I
And
want to
go.
go out. And
You wanna go out? You wanna go out?
Let's go see Quavo. I told you. Let's go together.
Go see Quavo. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god. That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
You twist my words. Like, what
Are
the
you serious?
fuck does that even mean? What, do I have a crush on fucking Quavo? Are you fucking that insecure? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
think that's what I was thinking?
I don't fucking
It's just
know.
like degenerate and trashy.
I don't,
Like,
well,
let me go
you're
see
the
Quavo.
One that
Like
fucking
what?
brought up to go to Quavo in the first
Rap?
place.
It's like
I have just
girls
been
listening to rap is
continuing,
disgusting.
Hey, let's just go have fun. Same thing as the problem earlier. Let's just go have fun.
And Clavicula, brother, I'm glad you're able to see it. This girl that you're talking to, you're dating, smash and get rid of, bro. She's an absolute 304. The fact that she wants to go, and you know, you could hear it in her voice that she's got FOMO, fear of missing out. And she wants to go out there and watch degenerate rappers like Quavo. Oh, bro, come on, let's go watch Playboy. Let's go watch Quavo. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Your man is giving you an incredible life. He's sitting there streaming, making money for himself and for you. And you've got the cheek to, oh, babe, I want to go out. I want to go watch Kuwait. I would have told her exactly the same thing. In fact, I would have forced her to go out. I would have forced her to go out. I would have packed her fucking suitcase and I would have said, here, bitch, off you go to Quavo's concert. Go. You ain't in my life no more. Yeah, and I hope Clavicula's able to see the red flag after red flag on this bitch, man. You on the venison, bro? No, but I want to be. You got any venison for me? Who's that? Mans. Okay. Manners? Okay, I can't read your thing too much. But yeah, you on the venison, bro? No, but I am on the meat, guys. And you know, I have a lot of messages, guys messaging me like, bro, you're eating meat. Bro, I've been eating meat for a while now, man. It's been like close to a year, maybe like, yeah, it's coming up to a year. So guys, I've been eating meat for a while, but I haven't had venison. Actually, I think I had venison with my cousin Andy in Vegas. That was in like March last year, but I haven't had venison in general. I've been having a lot of bison. I've been having duck eggs. I've been eating a bit of beef and chicken. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I had a bit of turkey over Christmas. But yeah, I do want to get on some venison as well. Why not? I love venison. Tried it once, but it tastes good. Okay, so one sec. This girl, I'm gonna cook her up hard now. 1 sec, I'm trying to find it.
This robotic puppy is so lifelike, it actually fooled my neighbour who's a veterinarian. I've been a grandmother for 15 years, and this is the smartest
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Wild Venison was vegan 7 years, didn't work either, but definitely had its benefits. Yeah, look, I'm not one of those guys who, you know, I was vegan for a decade, and I'm not going to be one of those guys who's going to come out and, you know, start like, you know, cussing off the vegan diet and saying how it was terrible and all of that stuff. Look, like my man said in the chat, there are tons of benefits of being vegan. There are some things that are better when I was vegan. Like I'd say my energy was higher. I would say that I was a lot more flexible, a lot more agile. However, I'm a lot more stronger now. I have a lot more muscle mass now. So look, both of them have its benefits and its positives. I mean, it's negatives and it's positives. However, I do think the optimal diet is to be able to be like 80% plant-based and then 20% raw dairies, like, you know, raw goat's milk, raw yogurt, raw cheese, and also, you know, having animal product like bison, like duck. Wild meats are definitely better than, like, you know, meats that we find in the supermarket or things that are hybrids. But yeah, but the body craves nutrients. Okay, yeah, look, I feel great right now. I think the diet that I'm doing right now is optimal. But look, I'm about to be plant-based for the next 2-3 months at least, until it hits, like, you know, probably around March, April times, and then I'll probably start eating meat again once I want to be like close to maybe 8% body fat. Started with eggs for me and start eating 8 egg omelets at start. My guy was eating 8 egg omelets, fucking big ass omelets, right? Yeah, man. I prefer duck eggs to normal eggs, but I've been eating eggs as well. Eggs would definitely make me feel good as well. So, all right, cool. So guys, check out this story I've got right now. Iron Bar still on the plant-based thing. Give him a call this year. I'm not going to say nothing. I ain't going to say nothing about Iron, bro. I ain't going to say nothing. But just look, you guys ask Iron if he's vegan, and I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing. Iron is my boy, innit? I ain't going to say nothing that, like, I ain't spoke to him about, I'm going to say publicly, but I don't know, bro. Maybe we'll bring on Iron Bars on how about we do this? Why don't we bring on Iron Bars on a live stream? Because me and him actually disagree and agree on a lot. Like, he doesn't really understand black fatigue because he lives in England, and I don't think that black fatigue is much of a big thing in England. But black culture in America, you guys know I'll crucify black culture all the time. It's so degenerate in so many aspects. So, yeah, guys, I want to speak to Iron Bar's live stream about black fatigue. We also want to talk about dating because he thinks that the fact that I'm 36 years old, well, I'm 35, I'm 36 soon. The fact that I'm 36 and I'm willing to date an 18-year-old, he thinks that that's like super creepy and wrong. Which, look, I'm down to debate him back and forth and give him my viewpoints on everything. Raw milk's hard to get in the UK, but kudos to you, man. Good health and wealth. Yeah, big kudos to you as well, brother. And look, this is the thing, guys. I've noticed that all my friends that have been in relationships for a long time now, guys who've been in relationships since we were teenagers or at least 5-10 years, like they really are, they're really out of touch with modern dating and how modern day females are. And that's one thing I want to touch on with Iron Bars and speak about with him. And we'll also be talking about Arsenal. So yeah, Iron Bars will be coming on stream very soon, guys. Okay, so as you guys know, you know, I started making content sometime, not last year, the year before, but I didn't really take it serious. And then last year, we did something called Girls Nights, right? Which we're bringing on around 10 random girls to the platform. We would have them on a big round table and we'll talk about dating and, you know, pretty much like Fresh and Fit and basically telling them about their delusion and hitting points within biology and the two sexes, right? And, you know, majority of the time, most of the girls were very pleasant to speak to and everything ran very smoothly. However, there was a few times that we had dumbass hoes and girls that were ratchet and obnoxious that wanted to start beef and get clout from the situation, etc. Now, there was a girl called Stargirl Mitch, whatever her name is, yeah? And I'll show you guys a video of this girl as well. And this Stargirl Mitch, you know, she come on the podcast. She had pink hair. And, you know, she was very, very obnoxious, very loud. And she kept starting beef with like another Asian girl that was on the podcast. Apparently they were dating, they had been dating the same man or something, right? And this girl, Stargirl Mish, you know, she left the podcast. Everything was fine. She started hitting me up on Instagram, messaging me. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'll just tell you the truth. Like, I'd say like a good portion of the girls that come on my platform did try and, you know, get out at me and, you know, date me or link me or, you know, have some fun with me. And majority of them I did turn down. Now, did I smash a few of them? Yeah, I smashed a few of them, most of the good looking ones. But some of the ones that I knew that I wouldn't be vibing with, you know, I literally just aired them or, you know, just was pleasant to them and just told them no. And Stargirl Mish was one of these girls. She was hitting me up, telling, like, basically saying that we should link up, right? And, you know, I turned her down. First of all, I don't date ratchet girls. I don't date hood chicks. And she's not all that good looking herself. You know, she had a pink weave on at the time. Just not for me, right? And, you know, time passed and she started messaging me and she was like, oh, like, you know, the stream I was on, I was super like embarrassing and like, do you mind taking it down? And I said, look, in the future, we're going to take down all the live streams because we're going to just make clips from them. And when we take it down, we will. Now, she started trying to be more and more pushy about it, right? And, you know, it's like, bitch, like, you come on my platform, you sign a waiver. Like, I don't need to do anything you say. But she was a bit rude about it, trying to like, oh, you take it down. I already asked you to take it down. And it's like, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, yeah? I'm not one of these ninjas, yeah? One of these hood ninjas who's going to tolerate your bullshit. Yeah, I'm not no fucking simp. I'm not no fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm from fucking London City where we don't fucking play. And I told her, go fuck yourself. Simply. Don't want to hear it. Go fuck yourself. The stream will go down when the stream goes down. Now, this fucking 304 started fucking, you know, abusing me, saying, oh, you know, your podcast is failed. You know, you're a failure. Bear in mind, this girl don't know that I'm already a multi-millionaire from other avenues, right? Which you guys already know. So this dumb bitch, you know, starts, you know, cussing me down. Bear in mind, I'll show you guys a video of a song that she's made. You know, the only ever song she did make, absolute trash. And she started threatening me and saying that she was going to sue me, right? I blocked her. She started threatening that she was going to commit. She started threatening that she was going to unalive herself. I completely blocked her, and I just, you know, I didn't think about her at all. Now, you know, fast forward a whole year near enough, I go on Instagram, and a clip comes up of her absolutely going off on Blueface, DDG, and Rich the Kid because she was in a music video with them, and she got like punched up on the music video by some next chick that was on it. And, you know, obviously the first thing that come to my head was, like, I knew this was going to happen. Like, you know, this hopefully is a lesson to her because she moves in life like there's no consequences. And finally she got a consequence and got beaten up by a bigger girl, right? Now, you know, I'm not here trying to cover and support Blueface, DDG, or Rich the Kid. You guys know how I feel about rappers, right? Especially modern day rap. It's degenerate, all they talk is shit, there's not real any talent. And these rappers, majority of them are very low IQ retards. Like Blueface, honestly, if you want me to be clear. And, you know, I live here in LA and me calling him out, you know, might be a bit risky, but I don't give a fuck. I stand on business. Blueface is a retard. And these rappers, honestly, they deserve thoughts. And I've said this many times before. Thoughts and sluts deserve rappers. These degenerates on both sides, they deserve each other. Now, here's a video of her song, first of all. I'll show you how shit her song is. And then also I'll show you the clip of her, you know, talking, going mad, getting beaten up, right? Now, Now, this girl had the cheek to try and say shit about my podcast and say it's a fail when this girl, she has a YouTube channel she's had it for longer than I've had my podcast. She's had it for 3-4 years, her YouTube channel. And she's got 143 subscribers and she's got 6,000 views on a music video, which she's been pushing across like everything constantly for a very long time. And she's only got 6,000 views on it. And, you know, are you really surprised? Here's the video, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Very embarrassing.
Wish I could love you better.
Oh, okay, this is not even a song.
Wish I could love
cool, one sec. What's happened here?
But I'm on the dark, try it.
One sec, guys. That was trash. I already know that was trash. Look, I know that song was trash, but it was the wrong song, guys. This is even worse. Check this shit out. Which she's got 351 views. 351 views in 2 years. I know, it's insufferable, man.
He really feeling for a star. He wanna fuck with me, he might fall apart, baby. He's like, do you love me like baby? He's like, do you love me? I'm like, maybe. He be like, can I trust you like baby? He be like, can I trust her? I'm like, maybe.
Fuck, man, I can't listen to that anymore. That was fucking hurting my ears and my brain. But look, it shows you the delusion. It's like, bitch, you're not good looking. You wear a long ass weave that used to be pink. Yeah? You're ratchet, you're obnoxious, you can't rap, your lyrics are low IQ. You have no potential ever in life. And I'm not surprised that, you know, your biggest clout is to go on a video with, you know, degenerates like Rich the Kid and Blueface and get beaten up on set. And here's basically a video of her getting beaten up on set while talking about it.
It's the evil world we live in. Paint this narrative to covering up an assault. Y'all are trying to cover up an assault, which is illegal.
One of the girls in Blueface and DDP's music video is alleging she got assaulted by their security. It is not looking good, and she spoke out. Before I show you that full...
Now, one sec, let me take it back because I know you lot just didn't watch that. Also, they just said that she got beaten up by security, but they zoomed in on a man's face.
Blueface and DDP's music video is alleging she got assaulted by their security. It is not looking good, and she spoke out. Before I show you that full clip, I had to give you guys context. It all started on a Twitter post that said DDG, Rich the Kid and Blueface were filming their new music video when a girl on the set started doing the most, acting like it was her shoot. Blueface calmly removed her. Turns out she was drunk. DDG later said alcohol had her acting out and reminded folks to stay off the stuff. Let's roll the clip. Now, due to copyright, I have to make my own music. Yeah, we like big booties. We don't care if it's on a man on a big
I don't know who the
booty.
fuck this is commenting on it.
Because I knew they were...
But anyway, look, I don't need to go into this situation too deep. I kind of like, you know, gave you guys a breakdown. But the truth is, degenerate rappers deserve degenerate whores like this girl. And, you know, I knew this girl was going to get her a calling coming to her. Like, I didn't have to do it. I have clips of her coming out on the podcast, which I absolutely embarrass her. And she looks like an embarrassment on the podcast. But I could see this shit happening, man. And this is why the only time I would ever date a black chick is if she's whitewashed, bro. If she's not like Candice Owen, I don't want to know. If she's with the black culture, I don't want to know. Simple, bro. And this girl is like... your worst example of what black culture brings out in these women. Okay, you holding XRP? I'm not holding XRP. Why is XRP booming right now? We've got 11 people in the chat. Big up the chat right now. Is everything being said after you holding XRP? Because it's kind of like hasn't been anything since that. I don't know if it's frozen again. Yeah, all right, cool, perfect. Okay, and you know, guys, you know, like when the truth is majority of all my favorite content creators that I watch here in America are black. But guess what? They're not really tied in with that black degenerate culture, right? Like Myron Gaines, Candace Owens, the Hodge twins, you know, Tommy Sotomayor, and yeah, that's pretty much a little example of them. Now, I don't know if you guys saw recently, but another thing I wanted to speak about is Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, guys, is an example of what happens to a man when he goes through no hardships in life. Kai Cenat has had an easy life, let's be honest. Now, am I going to give him props for being a massive massive streamer? Of course. Look, he's put his graft in, he's put his time in. However, streaming is not that difficult, especially the way he's done it. Like, he boomed straight away. It's not like he had a period where he had to work hard to get to the top. He was pretty much pushed to the top straight away. And, you know, he doesn't really talk about anything of real value. And recently we saw that he was in a relationship with a girl called Gigi, right? And it come out that she cheated on him with even another degenerate NBA young boy. And then, you know, he was crying about it and saying that he's never going to get into a relationship. And he actually come out at an award ceremony saying that, you know, he's been working on his mental health, and mental health is so important for men. And bro, it's like, bro, you are an example of a soft man, and you are not a good example for how men should be. Guys, as men, we need to go through hardships. Yes, mental health is important, but mental health comes with understanding that we need to go through hardships. It doesn't matter what we feel, and no one gives a fuck about how we feel. And Kai Cenat is really like just like out here being a victim and, you know, feeling sorry for himself. And he lives an easy, lavish life, guys. He makes millions from his seat, you know, like exactly what I'm doing now. Imagine making multi-millions from doing this. And you're out here saying that, you know, you're going through hardships and life's a difficult life. And, you know, bro, it starts off with accountability. Maybe you should become more close to God. Maybe you should make content that's actually more valuable for the youth. Maybe you should stop dating whores. Yeah, like fucking this girl that you dated and then you got your ass bit. Come on, man. Fire free to Canada, 24 minutes to go. Well, that's not good. Do we have any water here? Water? And talking, and before I move on from Kai Cenat, I'm not sure even if you saw the clip of Boosie clowning Kai Cenat as well. And it's true, man. Boosie, you know, is saying it how it is. Like, come on, bro. One sec. Let me see if I can get it up. Boosie. Nah. What, unopened? I'll leave it. I'm pretty sure it was Boosie, right? It was like punking. NBA Youngboy pulled up to Kai Cenat house after Gigi's mum FaceTime Aiden Ross on IG Live. I can't wait to become a big streamer, man. Because if any of these rappers, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you are, what gang you're part with. I don't give a fuck who it is. When I become big, if any of these rappers try and say that I need to check in or pay for fucking security, you guys are going to find out what a London boy does. Yeah? I'm going to tell you to go suck your mum. That's what I'm going to tell you guys. All of you guys. Anyway, here's a clip of Boosie calling out Kai Cenat.
Hey, I'm on Twitch now. Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat. I'm on Twitch, man. I need you to tell your subscribers.
Oh, okay, this is not it then. I'm guessing, how long ago was this? 11 months ago now. This is not it. Anyway, I need to find it. But yeah, Boosie was... this happened the other day, but I can't find it. Anyway, it might come up for me. And what is up with Blueface, man? Like, what's up with him, like, dating mid-ass girls? I even had another girl from the podcast who went on his show, like, that 1vs20 girl, the 1vs20 kind of show. And this girl is, like, really mid, worse than mid, honestly. She's, like, really not that great looking at all. And, like, fucking Blueface is telling her that she's beautiful and all this shit. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, I swear, they'd be some of the biggest simps rappers, you know that. All right, cool. Let's move on from here. Let's get onto the UFC, man. Let's get onto the UFC. So, guys, it's getting closer to the UFC coming back, and I can't fucking wait. But there has been tons of UFC news dropping. And one of the main news is the divorce amongst Ilia Topuria and his wife, his ex-wife, sorry, Georgina, I think her name is. But my point on this is, I think that Bryce Mitchell, you owe your fellow Christian Ilia Topuria a big apology. And the reason I say this is because Ilia has come out and said that he's basically been set up, and, you know, his woman's been basically coming out with false accusations, and he's the one who asked for a divorce a long time ago. And because he asked for a divorce because he didn't like the way things were going, because I did see a lot of red flags in Ilia's ex, she turned nasty and started saying that he hit her and all these fake allegations. And, you know, Bryce Mitchell, you've had people turn against you, yeah? You've had people lie on you. And the fact that you're lying on your fellow Christian, Ilia Topuria, and coming out and, you know, crucifying him without even getting the facts straight, come on, bro. That's not Christian-like, and that's not manly. That's not manly. Like, you should have waited until all the information was out, and then you should have took your stance on that. Now, guys, I know this has nothing to do with the UFC, but, you know, there was fights in the Christmas period. We saw Anthony Joshua absolutely obliterate Jake Paul and break his jaw in 2 places. And then since that, the whole situation with, actually, do you know what? I don't even want to go on that right now. I'm going back to Bryce Mitchell. And Bryce Mitchell, you know, I used to value what you used to say a lot. I used to think you were super base. But the fact now you're also going and saying that the whole crash with Anthony Joshua has got something to do with Jake Paul. Like, bro, you're losing credibility through saying these insane things. And you're making Christians and people who are truly based with real facts, you're making them look dumb, bro. You're making us look bad. Almost like someone put a hit out on AJ. Maybe, bro. Maybe the Nigerians did. Maybe some Nigerians wanted to rob him. But the fact that fucking, you know, Bryce Mitchell's coming out and saying that it's something to do with Jake Paul, like, come on, bro. Come on. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we did see Jake Paul get his jaw broken in 2 places by Anthony Joshua. And guys, I told you guys that Anthony Joshua was going to win. Anthony Joshua was going to win by CTE. And that's basically what happened, man. The Andrew Tate fight, I'm not going to lie, as a big Top G fan, I was very disappointed and underwhelmed about the whole situation. Like, Andrew Tate fought really badly. Chase Damore can't fight. Andrew Tate can't really fight, and it was a pathetic fight. And look, big props to anyone who's willing to go into the ring, go into the octagon, put fists up and put their life on the line to fight. However, that was a weak-ass fight, and I probably don't want to see Andrew fight again, man. I think he should just stay on his yacht, stay in his Bugatti, influence the youngsters, motivate the youth, the young men, and just keep it like that, because it wasn't a W, him going out and fighting. Now, you know, I know I backed AJ, and, you know, previously I've said to you guys I don't like AJ publicly. Why don't I like AJ? Because AJ makes out that he's from, you know, the hood, when we know he's from Watford. He's a middle-class kid that, you know, got raised decently. And not just that, but he vouched for the vaccine, guys, man. Anthony Joshua pushed the vaccine in 2020, bro, and I'll never let him forgive that. That, for me, is one of the worst things you can do in humanity. And, you know, he done it for the bag. Let's be honest, guys. He done it for the bag. He done it because he's probably a Zionist puppet. And that's why I don't like Anthony Joshua. And even though I did pick for him to win against Jake Paul, I still think he's not a great fighter. I still think he's very stiff. I still think it's actually embarrassing that he took 6 rounds to actually take Jake Paul out of there. And I still think that if Anthony Joshua was to fight any half-decent heavyweight right now, he would get peppered up. I do think that. Now, DC come out and said that he would dominate the light heavyweight division currently right now. And guys, I happen to agree with DC. You know, DC has a lot of great takes when he's commentated and in MMA in general. It's very rarely that I disagree with what DC says. And I absolutely agree with what he said about the light heavyweight division. They lack in wrestling. Probably the best wrestler out of them all is probably Ankalaev. And I still think that Ankalaev's wrestling is nowhere near Daniel Cormier's. So I actually do happen to agree with DC and do think that Daniel Cormier would be the light heavyweight champion if he was around in the current state. Guys, another thing that happened over the Christmas period was, what the fuck happened to Michael Morales, man? Like, I know he dyes his hair pink. And, you know, I thought he was a little bit like, you know, a little bit hip. You know, him being young and all of that. But no, the guy's fruity. The guy is fucking sus. The guy is a maggot, but beginning with F, man. The guy is fucking sus as fuck. The guy dresses as a woman. He's a cross-dresser. We saw him celebrating in his home country. Was it in Ecuador? Where's Michael Morales from? I think, yeah? Michael Morales from Ecuador. Michael Morales. Yeah, Ecuadorian. So yeah, he's cross-dressing, partying, and doing all these sus dances in Ecuador. And gee, you're making my Ecuadorians look bad, bro. You're making my G's like Roberto Jimenez look bad, bro. Like, real masculine man. And then you got Michael Morales fucking dancing like an absolute fucking queer, man. Unacceptable. And now, bro, you've lost respect from the whole of the MMA community. You know, the MMA community, we don't roll like that. We don't roll like that. And, you know, I was actually calling for you to be the next up in the welterweight division, but now I'll put you back of the line, man. I don't even want to see you fight anytime soon. And you know what? Islam Makhachev probably doesn't even want to even touch you, bro. Even if it means him fucking choking you out or fucking beating you the fuck up. I don't think Islam wants to be around you, bro. Yeah, you lot didn't see that Michael Morales thing, innit? Cross-dressing and shit, bro. Unbelievable, bro. Huh? Mad, bro. What was he thinking? He thought the MMA community was just going to accept that. Guys, Alex Pereira. That's what we're talking about next. Yeah, I didn't bring no water with me, man. It's good that stream's kind of finishing. Nah, it's fine. I only have the rest of this and then we're pretty much done and wrapping up. I called this a long time ago. I called this a very long time ago and I could see it, man. I could see when Alex Pereira was having interactions with Nina Drama that he was definitely a simp. 100 million %. I could see the simp in him. And, you know, I thought when he split up with his ex-girlfriend, I thought, you know what? Maybe he's watched some Red Pill stuff. Maybe he's actually becoming more masculine in that department and actually learning what females are like. But fuck, was I wrong? Was I fucking wrong, man? Alex Pereira, Poatan, is the king of simps. And why am I saying this? My guy is wifing up Tracy Cortez, man. Brian Ortega's ex, you know, a girl who uses kind of her sexuality to promote herself, you know, known to be a known UFC fighter who loves clout and, you know, loves being a boss bitch. And now this guy's gone and wifeyed up her. You know, how old is Tracy Cortez? 1 second. 32. Tracy Cortez is 32. And Alex Pereira, who's the light heavyweight champion of the world, is wifing her. My G, why the fuck would you do that? You clearly don't understand female nature or women. You can go out there and get the most beautiful traditional Brazilian chick who's probably a virgin, right? With no fucking tattoos, no experience, no past partners who happen to be UFC fighters, and go wifey her. And she will be a great woman to you, bro. You're Alex fucking Pereira. Instead, now what I'm hearing is you're going to get married to a glorified 304, Tracy Cortez, UFC fighter, 32 years old, Brian Ortega's ex. This is an absolute L, bro. And I said it from the beginning. I could see the simp in you when I saw you interact with Nina Drama. And you've probably smashed Nina Drama as well, you know, but you can't wifey her up because she's wifeyed up by a cuck. But now you've become another cuck because you're wifing up Brian Ortega's leftovers. Embarrassing, Alex. Do better, my G. Come on, man. I actually like you as a fighter. But outside of the octagon, you do show that you are a king simp. So is that Weasel still in here that wanted to see the review? Should we not even do the review, guys? What do you guys think? Should we bust a review out? Actually, do you know what? Let's bust it because we can get a little clip from it. Lads, in my bag, there's a grinder in there, please. Yeah, where is that Japanese guy? That Jap, he went missing, I don't know. Sandman, do you know when the paper's coming in as well? Because my guy's asking me because I'm going to send him. All right, cool. Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to give you guys a pep talk for 2026. But while I do that, let's just do you know what? Let me do that and then we'll go over to Kick. So guys, 2026 is here, man. I hope everyone in the chat had a great 2025. Me, myself, I enjoyed myself in 2025. However, I don't think I did the best that I can do as a man. Now, was I just, doing nothing? No, I did put some work into 2025. Some good things did happen in 2025. The travels were great. I was able to do some work within the content and get ready for my strategy, loads of planning. We did do some good things with some of the clips that we released, some of the streams. We got 1,000 views on some of the streams. However, I know that in 2026, I can go harder. Now, the whole aspect of being successful, as it's different, there's a few different aspects of being successful. Mainly for me is elite habits. So eating well, waking up early, not procrastinating, staying on your phone only when you're being productive, when you're either posting something or learning something, otherwise being off your phone. Not wasting time going clubbing, bars, dating women, even if it's for casual sex. Like, unless you're dating someone who's serious. If you're young, that's kind of different, just to learn female nature. But if you're a little bit older like myself, it's probably pointless at this point. And really locking in, man. Like, getting up in the morning, having everything written down, doing the great habits, working out, eating your CMOS, eating well, making sure that you're using the best fuel and energy for yourself. Being around the best people that actually work hard and have the same goals and objectives as yourself. Make sure they align with you, otherwise that's not going to work. Smoking less and literally just working hard on yourself in all categories, man. I want to see you guys go out there, get fitter, get in shape. Make sure you're hitting up the gym, hitting up heavy weights, working on all muscle body parts, not just your upper body. Get on your legs. Work on all the small, minute muscles as well, from your hands to your feet, to your traps, your lats, your neck muscles even important. Like, there's so many muscles that are very underrated when it comes to working out. Finances, learn about what's going to be doing well and what's not going to do well this year. Do you guys have a 9-to-5 job? If you have a 9-to-5 job, you have to escape that job. The only way you're going to escape that job is by working hard outside of your 9-to-5. Yeah? Doing things that are going to bring value outside your 9-to-5, where there is drop shipping, starting up a faceless YouTube channel, editing and clipping. Yeah, there's so many things you guys can do out there that's not going to take out your whole day, and you can make extra money in the end. Actually, even going out there and doing Uber or getting an extra job to bring in some more money. Deleting and getting rid of all your bad subscriptions or things that are not actually bringing value to your life. So I can come to Cali, I can visit dispensaries without US citizenship. Been there once, but the medical times, there are 120 from... Flights are 120 from Dallas. Yeah, bro, you don't need no medical card or nothing or US citizenship to go into a dispensary in Cali. You can just walk in there with your British ID and get yourself whatever you need, my G. What you think vs Paddy vs Gaethje? I think Paddy wins that one. Wedgies, I do honestly think if it stays standing that Gaethje might have the better out of Paddy. I think that Paddy keeps his chin high and his boxing's not that great. But I think if Paddy's able to take him down, I think Paddy has better jiu-jitsu than him. Even though Gaethje's an all-star American wrestler, even though I don't think his wrestling's that strong, he has some sort of wrestling behind him. So, yeah, that's my prediction for Paddy vs Gaethje. I do think that Paddy has a slighter upper edge. I think he has more power in his hands. He's a bigger guy and he's better at he's better on the ground. But I do think that Gaethje does have a chance. I think that if Gaethje catches him with his chin up high, and I know they say that Scousers don't get knocked out, but you know, I think that any man in the world can get knocked out. I think I think any man can die, any man can get knocked out. I think no one's too big or strong or tough enough to lose. And we've seen that over and time again in the UFC. So, yeah, that's my take on Paddy vs Gaethje. Clip, guys. Write that one down as well, Paddy vs Gaethje. So, yeah, guys, that's basically my outlook on how to start strong in 2026. Obviously, I will be going a lot more deeper into all these topics in the future. Blueface's girl, Christian Rock, got to be one of the biggest L's of all time. Oh, bro, she's disgusting, bro. But he's a disgusting guy himself, man. Blueface is a disgusting guy himself. Look, no girls who actually value themselves, any girls who are like virgins or good traditional conservative girls who are kind and nurturing, girls who actually would be good wives, not one of them would ever date Blueface, bro. Never. He's low IQ. He's got tats all over his face. He dresses like a retard. He's a self-proclaimed fucking... gangster. Like, the guy's an all-round L, bro, and no serious chick will ever date Blueface. Clip that again, please, guys. Clip that one as well. Okay, guys, come over to Kick. We're gonna come over to Kick. We're gonna finish it off with the undisclosed lemon, and yeah, guys, looking forward to this one. Haven't smoked all day, so yeah, guys. As you guys can tell, when I don't smoke, I'm very, very high energy. It's almost like I'm on cocaine. But yeah, I would never touch that stuff. Obviously, I have done in my past. You know, I'm not one of those. I actually grew up, not very degenerate, but I was around a lot of degenerate stuff. I grew up in the hood. I grew up being gang related with a lot of people. So, like, I can speak on this stuff from a place of realness where I've been there before. Like, being a G and being a gangster is all fake, guys. It's all fake. Like, people in the hood will sell out each other for money. They'll sell out each other for girls. There's no real loyalty in the hood. Being a hood and being a gangster is a whole, it's an illusion. It's fake. It's a fugazi. You know, exactly how the guy says it in Wolf of Wall Street. It's not real, man. Like, all this area code, postcode war, Crips, Bloods, It's all bullshit, bro. When it really comes down to it, do you know what's the most gangster thing you can ever do? Put on your friends, put on your family, be healthy, find yourself a great woman and have a great family. Yeah, be close to God and your religion. That's being a real G. Yeah, all this other stuff, and especially guys who happen to become gangsters in their mid-20s, it's corny, man. It's cringe. It's dead. Being a gangster is dead, guys. Clip. Guys, I'll drop you so many fucking gems today, man. I'll drop you guys so many fucking gems today. And, you know, the fact that we've got 6 people in here is unbelievable because you have retards like fucking Drew, absolute maggots. You know, you got hundreds of people, but don't worry, guys. We've got them hit pieces coming for them. I've got hit piece after hit piece because, you know, I know I'm a genius with everything. I know how I'm going to hit this YouTube thing. You guys think that I'm just going to be sitting here streaming forever, just getting my clips on, and that's how I'm going to go viral? No, motherfuckers. I'm coming for all of you in 2026. Foots on necks on every single one of you. Stacks, foot on neck. Tenko, foot on neck. Fucking Drew, foot on neck. Fucking Chase, foot on neck. Every single one of you guys who ever turned your back on me or tried to lie on my fucking name or benefited off me and didn't give me the credentials, I'm coming for your motherfucking ass. Pause. No Diddy. All right? 2026 is my fucking year. I will bully myself into the space. Yeah, I will force myself into the space. No one in the cannabis industry is bringing you guys value like I bring value. Not one of them. Not one of those cannabis influencers is going to bring you guys a diversified stream like today, like teaching you guys things across the whole ball. Yeah? If you guys want to go watch just a cannabis guy, you guys can go elsewhere. You guys can watch Dope as Yola. You guys can watch Drew, whatever. I'm not just a cannabis guy. I will be bringing cannabis content, you guys, but I will be diversified along the way. So, guys, come over to Kick. Come over to Kick. We're going to be ending it on Kick. And we're going to be reviewing the Undisclosed Lemon on Kick, guys. So we're going to wrap up all the streams across all platforms. And then when I get on there, I can actually say what I feel, what I want. What I feel, and play whatever music I like and use words that I couldn't use here on YouTube. When in January was the Paddy fight? I think it's the first UFC card back. We'll talk about that when you come on Kick. Come over to Kick, guys. End the stream, Trev. Brother.